Yeah, good evening, my friend. How are you doing? How was your day? All right. As I've said in my message I sent to you, I said we'll be starting a new series called CSS. We have been doing HTML. We have looked at various HTML tags and their elements and what they actually doing. Right. So today we'll be looking at fundamentals of CSS. What is CSS? CSS syntax. How to style our HTML with CSS. That's what we'll be looking at today. So today will be an introduction class to our main CSS course. So CSS fundamentals. CSS, also known as cascading style sheets, is a styling language used to control the layout and appearance of a web pages. What I mean by that is it is used to style. When we started this journey together, I make use of house, your building house. Uh, I use it as a case scenario to explain web development to you, right? Now, after you have built your house, you have built your house with the HTML, you have built your house, you have to style it. You have to know the structure. You have to make sure that it looks beautiful. Hmm? You have to make sure that it look wonderful. So what's that component of web development that actually make your website to look beautiful, to look wonderful is is CSS. Yeah, make the appearance of the web page look what? Look nice. It is used to control the layout of the web page. Then it is used to separate presentation from structure, thereby making it easier to maintain and update our web pages. So it makes CSS makes your your web page to look presentable. Yeah, let me use that word, presentable. So that when people see it, they will be like, oh no, this website is dope, oh, what kind of stuff. Do you understand? So that's what they use CSS for. It's very simple to learn and very easy to get. If you just put your mind to it, you'll get it. Do you understand? Now we have CSS syntax. Now this CSS syntax consists of three particular things. One of them is selectors. Are you getting me? Selectors. You can see it from the note here. Then we have properties. Then we have values. Now the selectors, what selectors actually do for you is that it makes you to choose the element that you want to style from your HTML. Do you understand? For example, now this your VS Code, right? And this your HTML element. Let's say welcome to my my web page. Web page. Welcome to my web page. Now, what CSS will do for you is that this CSS selectors, so this CSS selectors now, it will select CSS will select it will select this element like this now, and style it. That's what selectors is used for. It's used to get the HTML element that you want to style, then to now style it for you. Now we have uh, oh, we have another one called properties. Property is the properties and values. They are actually inside the selector. Are you seeing it? This is H1, right? Color and font size. This color now is the property. That's telling you that okay, what the property of this house? Property of this house is SC or the property of your motor. Where is the property of your motor? All kind of stuff. There understand. So like it actually give more details to the HTML element that you already selected. So now you want to now style the H1. One of the property you have to give to it is the color or font size. So for example, this is our H2, right? And I want to style this H2. What I'll do is that I'll say style and H2. I've selected the H2, which is what I want to style, the HTML element I want to style. Then I will now give it a property. I can say background color. Background color should be brown, black, or yellow. Let me say yellow. Yeah. So this H2 now stands for selector, which is used to select the element. Then this background color stands for the property. Then value is this. This is the value. So the value for this background color is what? Is yellow. I'm saying it. It's yellow. Why one of the property of the H2 is what? Is background. Are you getting it? Alright. Now let's move forward. We already established that our H1 is a selector, color is one of the property, font size too is one of the what? It's one of the property. Then blue is the value of the property. 36 pixel is another value for is a value to another property inside the selector, the HTML selector that you already select. Do you understand? Now, in this example above, that's this example above, color and font size are properties. Blue and 36 pixel are what? They are values. Now let's move to CSS selectors. We have different type of CSS selectors. We have, but the most common ones are 3. We have up to 5. Okay, yeah, 5, 4, 5. Now let me start with element selectors. Element selectors select elements based on their tag name. Based on their what? Based on their tag name. So for example, this H2 now, the tag name of this H2 is what? Is H2. Do you know that this is an element? This is not just a tag. Do you remember that I explained that when a tag have opening bracket and closing bracket, which is opening tag and closing tag, and there's content in between the opening tag and the closing tag of that particular HTML tag. That's actually make it element. So content must be in between the opening tag and the closing tag. So now selector, you see element selector is now the selector that select the tag, that select the element by the tag name. So this is a perfect example. We select this element now by its tag name called H2. So for example, if you have P here, if you have paragraph, you can also style it. Let's say this this is my paragraph. This is my paragraph. This is my paragraph, right? Oh, you see, this is my paragraph. Now I want to style this paragraph. Now what I will do is that I will just pick it like this, then open my curly bracket. Let's say I want to set the background color to brown, to brown. So let me open it on my server. Isn't it? This is the first one, this is the second one, right? So that's HTML selector by what? By tag name. That is, you are selecting the element by their tag name. Then we have class selector. So this selector selects elements based on their class attributes. Based on their class attribute. So we have, so for instance now, maybe we have a class attribute here, and we call it head, right? Now I want to now style this particular HTML element. What I'll do here is that I'll simply say full stop. I'll say full stop, then the name of the element, the name of the class actually, uh, head, right? Then open your curly bracket. Are you seeing it? Now I want to give it a background color of what? Background color of this. Let's see. Now I'm done teaching you on how to do what? How to select elements by their tag name, right? Now we are doing how to select elements based on their class attributes. Now if I open it, can you see can you see it? I have changed the color to what? To this color using the class what? Attributes. So it's very important you understand all these things. I hope you are still following on. I want to be very sure that you are following. So what's next is ID selectors. ID selectors select elements based on their ID attributes. Based on their ID attributes. And as you can see, example, if you want to use ID, you must put your ID here. Let's see ID now. And the ID I want to use is what? Is 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 SC. Okay, let me see. Is SC now. That's the ID. So if I want to write it, look at this note. Oh. If I want to write it, I have to put hash at the front of it, like before I write the name of the ID attribute. Do you understand? So that's how to select elements. Select HTML element based on their element name, their class attributes, then their ID what? Their ID attributes. So attributes. Yeah. So this is perfect example of how what I mean actually. So colors. CSS support various formal color. CSS support various color formats. Sleep don dey my eye oh. Yeah, so abeg bear with me. So we have CSS colors, right? They support various color formats including the HES colors, RGB color, RGBA color formats, code names, code names too. The color name actually sleep dey my eye. Color names actually. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that CSS supports various color name of various color pattern. You can decide to write your own color in HES code. It will still work. As you can see the example on my screen now, you can use a hash FF capital F, then 0 into 4. If you get it right, that means you have gotten your red color. Do you understand? So that's what actually. But let me come back to this part, to this selector. We also have what we call star selector. Star selector simply selects all the HTML elements and style them at once. Do you understand? Select all the HTML elements and tie them and style them once like that. So there's no need P is styled different, uh, H1 is styled different, H3 is styled different. You understand? So star selectors help us to achieve that. Then we have unit. But yeah, we have unit. So let us stop here today. Then by the time we meet, we'll continue from here. Do you understand? So your assignment now is to, I've done this HTML selectors, I've done CSS selectors. Then you, as your assignment now, you have to do ID selectors. ID what? ID selectors. So I will send you this note, then you know how to go about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I'm really tired today, but thank God. So just follow up the video. I will upload it now. Thank you.